He said he has noticed that the Heat are starting to find ways to break down their defense. They're putting their head down and driving a lot more, so they'll need to be ready for that to happen in the second half, guys.
Here's Ingram guarded by Larson. He's taken advantage of that matchup all night long. Larson got hit in the face as Ingram was rising up. Ingram with 25. You mentioned it earlier. They may want to look at a different matchup there. And Pirtle and Adebayo, and a foul is going to...
Gets the basketball. Now he's at a disadvantage because of his ability. So guess what? I'm not going to allow him to get the basketball. Great job by Pirtle picking up that offensive foul, frustrating Bam Adebayo.
71-50. There are two other games in the NBA to keep an eye on. Here's Scotty. And Scotty with the bucket, fading his first field goal.
Okay, and you know he's going to come out super aggressive too because it's important. And we talked about B.I. B.I. has playoff experience. You know, he's had opportunities to play in big games in the NBA, so he understands what this moment is all about.
Largest lead. Boston's at MSG, where the Raptors will be tomorrow night. B.I. notorious.
I think B.I. might be trying to go for a 50-piece.
He might get there.
He looks serious.
He's got 28. Boston in New York, and then Philadelphia is in Houston. Here's Mitchell. And
wow. Yeah, so taking that away, he's only with 3, so good challenge by the Raptors.
Stifling defense by the Raptors. And here's Wiggins, the 3. They're just in that opening quarter.
Again, if you're the Raptors, you keep your foot on the gas. You got to apply the pressure, stick to your principles defensively.
All gas, no brakes.
As my mom used to say, don't stop until you hear glass.
Here's quickly. Doesn't go. Batted by Barnes. Taken by the Heat. Wiggins over to Mitchell. Entry pass to Adebayo. Barrett on him. And he'll find Hero. Will Adebayo wide open, and the 3 is good. And it's a 20-point lead.
You see the Raptors falling victim to the cross-court passing of the Miami Heat, swinging a basketball, finding open players. 2 shots in a row, 2 threes in a row by the Miami Heat.
Scotty from the corner, a big 3, drains it. 79-56. Another piece that has been extremely important for the Raptors here thus far. Just 1 turnover, Alvin. Wiggins starting to heat up. He was silent early because of the foul troubles.
And you're seeing Davion Mitchell breaking this Raptors defense down with his cross-court passing. The Raptors got to start contesting his passes. He's not a big player, so you can do a good job of contesting his passes, not let him throw those darts and direct passes across the court.
Last whistle, specifically involving Pirtle and Ingram. Quickly dribbles it out. R.J. Barrett with a clock down. R.J. gets denied in a shot clock violation.
They're locked in. Maybe it's driven by their offense and the shots they're making, but defensively, they're being pretty much locked in at this stint of the game.
0-12 against the Raptors as Adebayo was free for the putback against the Raptors, Boston, as well as Detroit. Raptors miss Hero. Ahead now to Adebayo. 4 minutes into the second half. It's a 19-point game. Hero attacking, kicks it. Wiggins open 3. Short this time, and quickly secures it.
Again, the Miami Heat still getting the offense they want. They're getting in the paint. Raptors got to do a much better job of containing the basketball and provide multiple efforts.
Quickly, second game back, and that 3 doesn't go.
So you let me know, Matt, when's the last time B.I. has touched the basketball? Your hot hand. He has to continue being fed.
Adebayo with the 3, and the timeouts. And they're just 16 and 23 on the road.
And at this point, Matt, you need an energy shift, right? Miami Heat has provided the force, the energy. They're just coming out, cutting into this margin. So Darko calling the timeout. Hopefully he can stop the bleeding for the Raps.
And what did you say? The touch is right to B.I. Here's R.J. from Ingram and Barrett the three. He's 1 of 5, 15 points. Heat are 3 of 4 here in the third from 3. Backing in. And a foul on the rookie, Colin Murray.
Game plan, but the scouting report, because Bam Adebayo, he will spin around, pump there, but he has to work for everything he gets. The CMB is on him.
Adebayo, his second fewest points against a team in the NBA in his 30 career games against the Raptors. He's averaging 14.9 against Houston, 14.8. Ingram backs in on Larson. The double comes, spins away from it. Oh, it's a tough bucket. He's got a 30-piece.
And again, Larson guarding B.I. is something where it's going to have to be some help, because B.I. right now, he's in a rhythm where no matter who's guarding him, he's going to go to work.
His 12th 30-plus point game of the season. RJ is fouled. RJ Barrett with 16 points. This is his 74th home game in Toronto. He has scored in double figures in every home game as a Raptor. It's the longest streak to start a Raptor career. Kelly Larson, the three, good. 4 or 5 now from 3 here in the third quarter.
You can see why this Miami Heat has one of the better offenses in the league. Is down in this third quarter. You're seeing why this Heat team is so efficient and effective on the offensive end.
Adebayo cut off. Murray Boyles has picked up his second. Getting to the glass, but it's tapped out to Adebayo. Cut off by CMB. Hero works it to Larson. Larson with a 3. So Larson back-to-back threes. They've made 5 here in the third, and it's a 10-point game. The Raptors led by 26. CMB over to B.I. B.I. rises up, doesn't go, and Hero in the Heat with a chance to make it a single-digit game. Hero, the 3, rhythm. It's now a 7-point game.
Raptors have to slow this game down, be more methodical offensively. Go to your matchups. You know where you can benefit from your matchups. B.I., Larson, these guys have to go to work.
Shed, shot off the mark. Tough shot. Mitchell, driving kick, and he throws it away. It's going to be Raptor. His first 2 field goals of the night here in the third. Those 2 threes. RJ Barrett finds Jacoby, open 3. Walter from Hamilton.
And that was an outstanding design play by the Raptors, putting Jacoby Walter in that corner. RJ Barrett making things happen off the dribble handoff.
Be very intentional with who you have. And how about Jaquez comes in, knocks down the 3.
And that
Ingram, Walter. 7 of 9 now for 3 here in the quarter. 10 for 23. RJ muscling his way in.
And that's the same action. Start with B.I. RJ coming off the curl. Last time he passed it to Jacoby. That time he decided to go all the way to the rack, finishing with the left through contact.
Hero is Shed there. They get a switch. Mitchell driving, kicking. Adebayo, Jaquez, rotation late. And how about the timing? Eric Spoelstra puts in Jaquez after Larson made 2 threes, and Jaquez comes out and drains 2.
But it's their offense. Again, spacing, dribble penetration, swing. You're finding shooters, and they're delivering at this point.
It's a 6-point game. B.I. step back. B.I. 32. And he knows it. He knows it.
And you have to keep going. If RJ making it happen, B.I. making it happen, those are 2 hot players on the floor. Make sure you play through them.
8-point game. Mitchell with the left.
Mitchell's been doing an outstanding job of getting to the rack, continuously putting pressure on his Heat team, on his Raptor team, I'm sorry.
Shed over the shoulder. Murray Boyles. Balance fading. How about that? The rookie, 12.7 rebounds. Raptors get a stop. B.I. was right there in the mix. RJ Barrett attacks. Barrett fouled and back to the line.